Video games do cost money, it's true. You just simply become a streamer and spend hours and years of your life building up a following so you can play games for free. It's easy. Anybody could do it. Speaking of getting games for free, Keymailer is becoming really rough to use recently. For any of my streamer pals out there, it is now to the point where I have to scroll down to the bottom like 90% of the page to get to the part that is not algorithmically driven, to see games that are just, you know, either out recently or coming soon. Everything else is either featured or promoted or whatever. Also, they're blowing up emails a lot more now with demos, I think. I think they probably launched like a new promotion campaign where like you can get demos sent to people now. And the problem is that they show up the same way that regular key requests do on the site, so it's like you request a demo for a video game, and then you're on the hook to cover it. If you click the button, you're on the hook to cover it. Maybe you get it like a day or two earlier, but like generally it's just the same demo that's available to everyone else. Except you are now on the hook to create coverage for it if you accept it. So I kind of wish they would put in a way to stop that from happening. But unfortunately, it's gonna cut into their bottom line, I'm sure, because they pay money to get those eyes on it. So I don't know. Like, I understand they want to have a way for people to pay money to get their stuff out in front, which is fine, but it is rough that the useful part of the website, the one that doesn't have the algorithm deciding like, oh, you might like this game, you might like this game, that part is now a tiny segment on the very bottom of the front page. Like, there's a browse section where you can browse every single key, but the problem is that you can only sort that by release date, and that does not count games that are... You can't filter games that are, you know, coming soon and not have it show everything. So it'll be like, oh, you wanna take a look at this game that you can't request keys for that comes out in 2027? Okay, I go look and see if there's like a script somebody made or something. Because it's a little ridiculous now. You have to scroll through like 9 different segments of trending and featured and recommended for you before you actually get to the part that's just recently released and coming soon. Ugh. YouTube has been recommending me a lot of videos of like old LAN parties, and it's funny. Like, doesn't matter the age, like, some of them are from, I think I saw one that was in 97. It doesn't matter when it took place, there's always, like, a segment of the video where they just have to fuck around with hardware and video cards and network settings and stuff because inevitably something would break. You kind of take for granted these days how easy it is to just get stuff talking, communicating with each other, but man... Or multiple people plugging into the same circuit and tripping the breaker. Sadly, I was a little too young to kind of hit the prime of LAN parties. Like late 90s, early 2000s, I would have been too young for my parents to be like, oh yeah, go bring your... I couldn't bring my own computer because I didn't have one. It would have been the family computer, which absolutely would not have been okay. They would not have been cool with me just lugging the entire thing out. And B, most likely end up being somebody they didn't know, so my parents would not be down to be like, oh yeah, just bring a computer to this random person's house and hang out there. So, By the time I would have been old enough, high-speed internet was kind of a common thing at that point. Anyways, today we're going to play some Shape of Dreams. The key was provided to me by Neowiz. And best way I can describe this, I played a little bit on the weekend. It's kind of like Risk of Rain if it went back to its original, you know, the inspiration MOBA-style combat, but then it's also got like a little bit of FTL progression in there for good measure. You'll see what I mean when we get in there. Let me launch the game. Hopefully it'll capture. There we go. Actually, let me make sure cursor capture is on too, because this is, well, you can control it like a MOBA, or you can use WSAD controls if you like.
There lived a man named Primus, the first to ever dream. Within the depths of dreams, Primus became the very first god. But thereafter, the barrier between dreams and reality shattered. And terrible monsters began pouring forth from the realm between. A place called the Rapids. Some saw this as a catastrophe, while others saw it as opportunity. They say that
Lizard with a gun.
The deepest depths of dreams can achieve anything their heart desires. And so, countless beings entered the rapids, each grasping their own reasons, their own purposes. But these are their dreams. I wonder, traveler, what is your shape of dreams?
I already told you, it's shaped like the glass Batman Returns mugs from McDonald's, limited edition ones. You can collect the whole set of 4. Alright, I gotta change my profile because it's got a bunch of stuff unlocked and I want to kind of go in from the start, so we'll start Egg Dogs. I may need to change the audio. It might be a little too quiet. We'll see. Give that a try for now. Oh, cool. You can actually set the Windows cursor as well if you prefer. I should tell it to skip these after because I'm not going to need to see them every single time. So this is also a multiplayer game. You can play solo or multiplayer. I don't think anybody on my Steam friends list, well, nobody that I have spoken to in, you know, the past 5 years has really played it, so. Let me just make sure. I think these are all the same. I think these are all good, yeah. Oh, cool, you can actually get good. Yes, background audio playback, please. I hate when games completely mute the audio when you tab out. Very, very minor quarrel as a streamer. I like having the audio stay going when you, you know, tab out of the game. So I'll run through the tutorial real quick. I think I have it on WSAD controls. You're awake. My power of guidance has preserved you for now, but you remain in danger. Follow my voice. Oh yeah, it tells you. So you can do MOBA, click-to-move style, or you can do WSAD. I'm going to use WSAD because I don't really like the non-stop click, 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 click MOBA. So you got standard 8-way movement, you got a dodge. This character has 2 charges on their dodge. You have gun. There's no ammo, you just shoot gun, that's your basic attack. I think dodging gives you immunity to, like, I think it gives you iframes. Yeah, you can dodge into attacks. Okay, so this is very flowery language for you start with 2 specials and 1 passive. So Traveler Memories, these are your, like, special skills. So I get my shotgun on the right click. It's like a wide blast, and then this is almost like the Commando Rapid Fire from Risk of Rain. The difference is this does not stun, it's just a piercing shot. And then this is a passive, so every 4th attack becomes a crit. An explosion crit, so you light enemies on fire, it does more damage. This game is really good about telling you what things do. Much like MOBAs, your skills have cooldowns, just time. I think there are some that are affected by, like, charge up, like you have to charge them by killing enemies rather than just waiting. So this is just basically, once you finish a little area, it's not like Risk of Rain where it's all in one area, you get like an FTL-style map. You can also zoom in if you want, although I think you want to be zoomed out as much as possible. Yeah, I think we might be a little quiet. Problem is the music is generally pretty quiet and the sounds tend to get loud, so we'll see. So you can zoom in full if you want, although you're not going to see anything. I'm in the tutorial. So every so often you'll find these things, remnants. These are either passives or actives. So in this case, this is an active skill, so now I can cast Pillar of Flame, which is a Pillar of Flame. I believe you can also change the order of this stuff. I don't think it gets locked in. I could be wrong. I don't know if it'll let me do that yet. No, I don't think it lets me. And then Concept Remnants are basically your passives. And you can attach these to your skills. And each one can have up to 3 slots. So for this one, for example, when this memory hits an enemy, it fires a charcoal shard, dealing 17 damage. If the target is already burning, it deals 29 fire damage instead. So it's going to force you to put it there, but you can change it around. This has an additional effect on it. For every time it hits something, it shoots little shards. And you can swap these around freely. And then if you pick up a duplicate of one of these little shards, it instead combines it with one you already have. So it powered up the existing one. Yeah, my phone's right here. And then this one is every time you cast it, it fires 5 arrows at random enemies. And then this one is lifesteal when you deal damage. So this is a pretty beefy little skill we've got now. And it's also got, like, proc chains and stuff, although I believe it does have the same kind of coefficient rules that Risk of Rain has, whereas if, you know, something hits a billion times, it's not as likely to trigger as something that only hits once, for things that are, like, chance-based. Ah, there we go. So yeah, you can move skills around if you don't like the default layout, or you can trade out your things to whatever you like. So you're not locked in for any of these, you just kind of put them around based on how you feel. Ah, good, I learned how to sneeze. This memory's completely useless. Disagree. Achoo. It's gotta be an achievement for, like, bringing this into the main game or something and beating it or something. But yeah, you can, if you find a memory you don't want, you can just hold down G and dismantle the dust, which you can then use to upgrade your skills or essences later on down the line. What the hell? I think they give you a really fast cooldown on this one to start, because I think the actual game it's a little longer. Pure dream power. That's rude. Bear, seek, lest. And that's it. That's the tutorial. So by default you start with 2 characters. You can get more as you progress. So this is your range. Okay, yeah, I'm getting to it. So you have range and melee characters basically to start, and then you've got a bunch more which have unlock conditions that are told to you. So I don't know what the wooden doll is. I don't think I've encountered that, but everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory. And then every character has their own customizable kind of skill tree as your meta progression. By default, there are only this, like, you only get this set of skills to start. I'll explain this as we go through. So, eventually you can unlock additional skills for characters. So by default, you start with, like, the shotgun, the hand cannon, and the quick draw, but instead you can get different ones by fulfilling certain conditions. I think there's also, like, a different passive. I don't know if you can customize dodges. And then, so this is kind of your passive skill tree that you customize. You get these, what is it? I think this is Stardust. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So every character has character-specific skills and then common skills that can be given to everybody. So for example, this one here, like, it's an attack damage boosting skill, but this one does it more per level. So 4, 7, 10 as opposed to 2, 4, 6, 8. And if you equip it, I guess the easiest way is kind of, I'll just buy this one. So you can put this on any place in the tree that you want to. But since this is a red skill, it is fully effective on red nodes or the flexible slots, these kind of like yellowish gray nodes. So I could put it here and have it be fully effective, or I could put it here. But then if I put it on the yellow or the blue ones, it only goes down to 2+ attack damage. And, like, there's also, you know, each one has a different category. There's attack, life, and imagination. This is kind of like your support. This is healing or max life, that kind of stuff. And then this is just damage. And then the flexible skills are kind of just whatever. The skills themselves can be placed anywhere. Like, these ones don't have to be in a specific color slot. These can go anywhere and be fully effective. And these ones generally are unique to that character. So, for example, this one is like... the hand cannon always knocks enemies back, reduces movement speed. Some of them require specific skills, so like these ones are for the other skill that we don't have yet. And then this one makes quick draw, like the rapid, gunfire thing, it increases the cooldown, but it recovers both charges at the same time rather than only one at a time. So, all we got is 40 Stardust, so we can only really buy one skill, pretty much. Yes, I would like to save. And there's also like different skill loadout customizations, so you're not locked into this. And then as you increase your mastery with characters, like the more you play them, basically, you unlock additional like skill slots that you can put stuff into. Let's do a quick little lizard run, see how we do. I haven't actually beaten the game yet, I'm not very good. Also be careful with fire pits because you can absolutely step on them and burn yourself. So these will give you little pickups, like those are a little bit of dream dust, so keep an eye out for those. And these as well, the little like yellow crystals is a little bit of gold. Alright, so FTL style map, you gotta get to the exit. This node here, the one that's highlighted that shows you where the hunters start from. So it's kind of like the Federation in FTL, or the Rebels in FTL, whichever one, I don't remember. Where the longer you take, like the more nodes you go through, the further they'll spread out. And eventually, if you take too long, they will, you know, start covering up nodes that you need to go to and make life a lot more difficult for you. So most of them are just standard nodes. Some of them have little marks on them. So this one is a Blessed Shrine of Guidance, which means that we can heal there. This one has a well, which means that we can spend our Dream Dust to increase, to like upgrade our skills and passives. And then this one has dangerous enemies, but more rewards. So you have 2 turns before the hunters start moving. So I don't want to spend too long poking around back here, but I think I imagine the meta is probably do as many areas as you can without, you know, getting caught by the hunters. Sadly, you don't get to keep your power skill from the intro. So these, Shrine of Guidance, you need to spend gold to heal. The Blessed Shrines are free heals, I believe, but they're less common. We did have one on the map there, but we're not hurt, so right now it's not really that important. Enemies will also sometimes drop healing items. Oh god, sorry, I'm sneezing. So the Maw of Doom is a risky way to power up your stuff. The first time you do it, it is free. And it carries no risk, but as you do it more and more, it increases the chance that upgrading something will instead just destroy it. So be careful with this. I've had it fail in the 8% chance before, it feels bad. Also, it does cost some money, so... But I might as well just pop the passive, because it's literally the first encounter, so if I fail, whatever, I can just restart. Not a big deal. In that bouncing fireball. I don't believe there's any kind of, like, time. Like, it's counting the time, but I think that's just for, like, reference for your run. I don't believe it's like Risk of Rain, where the longer you take, the more difficult the game gets. I think it's just, like, to show how long that run has been. But, like, the turn-based, the Hunter system is kind of your encouragement to keep going. Yeah, we don't have enough Dream Dust to upgrade any of these, so... we'll just move on. The game will warn you if you have anything that, like, you can do before you leave. Like, if there's a pickup or something that you missed, you'll be like, hey, you haven't gotten all the rewards. Are you sure you want to leave? We could probably squeeze in one more trip here. I gotta remember that my R has 2 charges on it, not just the one. Ow. Not Blessed Shrine, is it? No. You also get level ups. It just increases your stats. They'll just kind of happen as you do stuff because, you know, everything gives you experience. You can actually see what your stats do over here. You got attack damage, attack speed, crit chance, move speed, armor, ability power, memory haste. This is just like how fast your cooldowns are. And then burn damage. Or burn damage bonus, I should say. Power up quick draw a little bit. Upgrading stuff also increases the cooldown, or decreases the cooldown, I should say. Oh, here we go. Swift Slash. Quickly dash forward and slash enemies, dealing 108 damage and triggering 50% attack effects. First enemy hit reduces the cooldown by 40%. Okay, so it's like a quick little charge. I wonder if that gives me iframes, actually. Nothing super special, just a quick little stab. I might end up replacing that. So I feel like this character probably wants to go more for... Actually, I don't know. If it gives me iframes, it might be worth keeping. Every now and then you'll find artifacts which can be traded to a specific character for some lore and some goodies. I'm actually going to hold on to the dust for now. Ah, there we go. There's a merchant. Remember what I said about bonfires? Be careful. Also, if you shoot, like, friendly NPCs... Okay, that guy actually took damage. Why did he take damage? I thought NPCs were supposed to have shields. Or maybe shopkeepers don't. Maybe you can rob them if you're fast enough. So you can buy skills and passives here, but we don't have enough money for any of them, so... Bit of a waste coming here, but whatever. Also, I should point out that the final square, like the one that's marked as the exit, does have a boss fight. It's not just like go to the next area. And you can't pop these until you're done the encounter, the remnants, so... Alright, what are you? Pew! Charge fire shot. Oh, it's a big shot. Firing before full charge reduces the cooldown up to 80%, charging for 1.35 seconds, max... Okay, so it's just charge up. And if you do a weaker charge, it doesn't take as long to cool down. Pew! Can I move while doing that, actually? I want to test. I might switch that to, like, something else. Oh yeah, you can move while doing this, cool. Some attacks are like you have to stand in place to channel them, so you gotta be a little more careful with those. A powerful monster. Yikes. I want to save my pew for the powerful monster, but probably should be spending it. I think the powerful monsters always have like a nameplate. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, this guy has like a little orbiting bullet thing around him. Ah, simple chaos. Let's see. Increase ability power by 12, attack speed by 20%, increases level of memory by 1. 20% attack speed sounds pretty alright. I think I'm going to take that, because that works nicely with my passive. Faster bullet. We could probably... One thing I should point out, you can go back to previous areas, but you can't, like, skip around. Like, you have to go node by node. So the hunters do move as you do that. So you can try and poke out to a farther area, even if you're done with the map. Just make sure you have enough time to go back to where you want to go. Yeah, sometimes you'll find these areas which are kind of like... basically freebies. You'll get a couple of items, and then this NPC, I believe you can trade in your stuff. Because we have this artifact, so we can trade it to them. The very first Jonas. The very first what are you buying? Yeah, there's lore if you like. I'm probably not going to spend too much time reading the lore because I do kind of just want to play the game. Good chunk of Stardust for doing that though, actually. And then we also get a concept remnant, so this one lets us modify. Increases damage dealt to high health enemies. Probably go for Pew. Also, these guys have ontological shields. Anything with, like, the yellow health bar. They are just inherently invincible. Yeah, we should probably get going, because the hunters are getting real close. I believe boss rooms always have a Shrine of Guidance, although you do have to pay for it. So just keep that in mind if you're hurting before a boss fight. It's a Belphament. Pew! It's not great at dodging this guy's swing sometimes. Also, your bullets do not have infinite range, so just be careful. Like, I think you don't want to be too close, because I think the swipe will hit you. But then at the same time, you can't be too far away, otherwise the cleave is really easy to tag you with. Yeah, like there. A little too far. Alright, don't forget to pick up the goodie from the boss. Should I empower? I don't think there's an upper limit on upgrades, at least not that I've run into yet. It's just that it becomes more and more expensive, but this one is a freebie, so I think the strat is probably just slap it on whatever is the most upgraded. Might pop another level up on Quick Draw. It's more Stardust. Now we're in the chili zone. Should I grab this? Nah, we're good. We're fine. Alright, let's see. Probably do like... That sounds good. We'll see how fast the hunters go. Ooh, that was a big one. You can't put modifier skills on your passive, though, so you can't slap, like, I know there's a gem that gives you, like, increased attack speed, or increased recovery speed. You can't put that on this guy. Sacrifice health, deal fire damage to nearby enemies. Yeah. How much health are we sacrificing here? Sacrifice 12% of your current health over 3.5 seconds, while burning your movement speed increases by 23%, and you deal 93 fire damage per second to nearby enemies. It's a lot of damage, but losing 12% of my max health means I do not get to use very much of it. Maybe if I had like a lifesteal gem already, but I feel like that's just a good way to end my run quickly. Funny little skill that teleports you directly back to the title screen. Yeah, I think I want to replace my Q. I'm not a huge fan of it with this character. Maybe if I had the melee character, if I was playing her, that'd be better. As it currently stands, most of my skills want me to be not close to the enemies. Okay, I don't have to hold it down. I can just tap it once and it auto-charges. That's nice. Yeah, I think we're done here. I could buy something from the merchant now. Should be able to buy at least a thing. Let's see. Oh, of course, now. Restore your health for 4% of the damage dealt by this memory. Casting this memory increases your crit chance by 14% for 5 seconds. This effect ends early if you take damage from enemies, or damage or healing for this memory has a 34% chance to ricochet to another nearby target. Or we could get a channeled beam. Deals light damage and heals. Channel sword weapon. And then backstep, drop some bombs. I would love this, but it's too expensive. I could actually sell the Swift Slash. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that, you know what? I want that lifesteal. Damn. Sucks that, like, the next node we found it. Put that on my quick draw. Need to find a well, because I've got a good amount of dust now. We could do some upgrades. Oh wait, did I go backwards? I think I went backwards. Oh well. Wonder if I could do a build that's just basic attacks. Like, not even bother with specials, just pump regular attack as much as you can, rely on your passive. Probably not, but... or at least not effectively. Just be funny. That ricochet from the primary attacks is quite nice, though. Need to see if there's any things I can find that cause burning as well to help synergize with that. I do kind of wish it would boost your speed a little bit when the objective is complete. Oh no, there was a merchant here too. I thought I'd already been to that node because I didn't expect there'd be 2 merchants back to back. I'm looking at the merchandise like I can buy any of these, but... ah, there's an ignite. Unfortunate. Oh well. Ominous presence. I should probably be opening with my Pew rather than just going for my R. 'Cause I'm at full health even, so I don't need the healing right now. Well, I am going to try and save for the next wave because there's still the big boy. That's your big boy. Nope, oh. Oh, he's got a shockwave too, I didn't realize. I thought it was just the AoEs. Oh, I didn't lose too much health. 1 chaos, please. I could increase attack speed even more. I kind of want to do that. That sounds quite nice, actually. Great Frost Sword. Close range, cold damage, knockback. Oh. I guess the knockback isn't too bad. Helps get dudes off of me. Okay, we got a well now. Only problem is I do have to stand still for it. I can't move while I'm channeling sword. Oh, that attack speed though, man. Lifesteal on this could be pretty nice too, because that does a lot of damage if you hit a single enemy. Probably pretty alright for bosses if I can hit them during like a downtime period. But then my R can pierce, so that's also really nice. I can use it for groups and get a lot of healing that way. Alright, the nice thing is that this is kind of it's decreasing the cooldown multiple times since it's a multi-charge ability. Or I could just buff my passive even more. If I could get a way to cause burn, that would be really nice. I don't know if fire damage... Actually, maybe it just inherently causes burning. I'm gonna buff that. I probably should be spreading out a little bit rather than just pumping up one ability really hard. Go for 5% healing. I've been ambushed! Quickly find and destroy the ambush orb! Oh right, shockwaves, I keep forgetting. That's the ambush orb. I think enemies just infinitely respawn, and they do not give you anything, so you can't farm them. This is basically the Blood Shrine from Risk of Rain. I'm gonna do one. Get a little bit of gold. Actually, I think I got exactly 42 or 43 gold for doing that, so... One chaos, please. Let's do attack damage, actually. That would also be useful. Alright, the hunters are coming here. And I think they might catch me. Like, it's not instant death if you go to a place with the hunters, it's just very dangerous, so... Maybe we'll want to go deeper now. It's like an FTL again, where it's not like a game over if you get caught by the fleet, but it is very disadvantageous to do so. Skål! This guy does either like a narrow attack or a wide attack, so you gotta be ready. Save my resources so I don't waste all my dodges. Nope, I got a little too close. This guy hurts a lot, by the way, so you really don't want to be tanking those hits. Spin! I think I just have enough movement speed to walk away from the wide cleave if he does that. Or I think you can even, like, perfect dodge it if you're real nice, but... I'm not real nice. Yeah, eventually it stops giving you plus, 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 and just becomes plus number. It'd be a little silly. Oh yeah, I have quick draw of clemency plus, 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 plus. Boss is only give some stardust. I'll gladly take that. Oh nice, apparently I've not been here before. Sorry dream. Yeah, I should probably heal. Is this just like a random chance, maybe? Maybe that's why I didn't get it last time. I think I might avoid the merchant just because I don't... Like, 174, I could probably buy a thing, but I'd rather go to merchant squares, like, prioritize them when I have more money. That way I can do a big shopping trip. Powerful monster can be felt. Ah! Many little guys. Many little guys that want me to die. Oh, there we go. We got another character unlocked. I love the slowdown when you get, like, the last hit on the big boys, though. Let's see. I could increase my attack speed even more. I know there's some skills that let you, like, recover stuff based on when you attack them, like it reduces cooldown, so I kind of want to try and see if I can find one of those. All damage dealt by this memory deals 34% area damage around the target. Huh. It'd be nice for this guy, turned into like a small AoE. These look like things you can interact with. This is just like set dressing. It'll show on the map if there's like a dot. It means it's important. Why did my captions turn dot into all caps? It's weird. New memory unlocked. You get additional, like, stuff added to the pool as you do stuff like in many other roguelikes, so. Yeah, whenever you say dot, it's damage over time. Okay, that time it didn't capitalize dot. Now it first capitalized the word dot, but not like all of it. I don't know. Someone's hatred can be felt in this place, and someone's remorse is seeping out in this place. Seems like a great place to visit. Take it easy is the motto of this place. That's how chill and laid back it is here. Another thing you can do is hang out with friends. Oh, I guess there's like certain enemies that are super powered, that they have like barriers on them. Kind of like in the ice sword, like the fact that I have to stand still kind of stinks, but quite strong. Okay, so you can pick if you want to have a curse, which is kind of like Dead Cells curses, where you get a penalty for a bit and it gets cured by doing things. I'll just take the coward's goodie. Ah, sorry. Smash my mic arm. I don't remember what the Mirror of Remorse does. Identity memories and all essences will be replaced by a random type. Levels. Okay, no. This is re-roll, but you become very powerful, but I would rather not get rid of my goodies. That's probably the thing I would fuck around with if it was like the start of my run. Like the very beginning. Let's do a John Madden run, see what happens. Okay, I know that's not infinite range. The pew. Concept. What are you? Increases attack speed on cast. Do I have anything that is 5 second? The hand cannon is almost a 5 second recovery time, so I could just pop this and have semi-permanent increased attack speed. Okay, so there's the exit. How are we doing on hunters? We're still looking pretty good, honestly. They haven't really gone out too much, so we can do a little more exploration. Not gonna single slap before they got me. That sucks. Or they got God, I should say. Let's see, what memory is this? Empowers nearby allies for 4 seconds. Inspired allies gain a 14% increased attack speed and deal 9 additional damage on attack. You receive 200% of the effect. That could be nice. It means I'm getting 28% attack speed and also dealing additional damage per hit. 18 damage additional per hit, which is quite good. I think I might replace the sword. And then I'm going to slap this on the buff, just so that way it's a lot more intuitive. Like, oh, you press the buff skill, you want more attack speed. Probably better for multiplayer, but I'm sure you could still get a goofy build going with this too. Damn it, I walked right into the beam. I wonder if attack speed also increases or decreases charge time on Pew. I will say that extra damage on basic attacks is doing some work. For some reason I think the beam is like a delayed damage, where the beam just shows where it's gonna do like an AoE afterwards. I'm so used to other games that do that. Not how it works here. I had a lot of dust. I gotta find some more wells. Where's the exit? There it is. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So they're going out here. 3. We should be able to make it happen. Yeah, exactly. It's the, what's it called? Is it Laputa? No. I don't remember which anime it was that first kind of started doing that. I want to say that was Laputa. Possibly Nausicaa, actually. That might have been Nausicaa. Either Nausicaa or Laputa, one of the two. Alright. Nope, I'm not done. For some reason, you can use wells before the actual area is finished. Okay, let's buff up Battle Cry. Get that cooldown a little shorter. We could buff this up too, actually. So that's 70. $199 area fire damage. Oh, the explosion is modified by my ability power. I might want to get a couple of those then. Shrine of Guidance. One, two, three. Problem is I can't go down this far branch because then I'm gonna have to either turn back early or get accosted by hunters anyway, so I think we play it safe and just go to the merchant. Merch it up. Every 10 seconds, the cast of this memory is empowered. Initial damage dealt to enemy by the empowered cast is increased by 143. Casting this memory or dealing fire damage with it increases movement speed by 25%, gradually returning to normal over 2.5 seconds. I mean, that's... I guess dealing fire damage works with, like, that pillar of fire that we got earlier. Where, like, even the final ticks of it after you've casted can still work, so you're getting a nice little movement speed bonus by doing that. What else do we have here? Cold damage, and then causes root if they're already affected by cold. Dark Bolt causes piercing, deals attack effects. Dash forward briefly to swing the teal blade, dealing damage to enemies in front. Deals either 222 or 150. Okay, so it scales either on your attack or ability damage. Each time this memory hits an enemy, it summons blades that lacerate the enemy for 42 damage 3 times. Can only trigger once every 2 seconds for each enemy. Damn. Gonna say if I can pop this on every single enemy every time this hits, that would have been wild. It's still probably not bad for the quick draw, honestly. I think that's worth it. Because it's hitting multiple times anyways, so chances are, and it pierces, so we're gonna hit multiple enemies with it. I guess I could buy the empowering cast for the hand cannon, that seems alright. Or for the pew, actually. Maybe pew might be better. Actually, no. I think that's better for hand cannon because I'm not using it quite as much. What's the cooldown on this? Actually, no. This is probably better for the pew because then it is only going off every 13 seconds anyway, so it'll have recovered by then. We could do a cheeky little side path here. We can do one. We'll just start us sitting around here. Oh, free concept, nice. Increases damage to movement impaired enemies. I don't think we have anything that causes that to happen, but I'm just gonna pick it up. And then if I decide I don't want it, I can get rid of it. Reveals place, frequent meteor showers, reveals location of hidden treasure chest. Okay, so these are like temporary buffs for X amount of stages. This one wants Stardust. I think this might just be like decoration stuff. A sync for once you've gotten all your, like, unlocks. I might pass on that. I did notice there were, like, customizable things here and there, so... Thankfully, once you've cleared an area, you don't have to do it again, like, you don't have to redo it. Let's go fight the boss. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, hey, it's Nyx. From Hades Nuts. Definitely the same one. I need to be using my buffs. I'm not using my buffs. Oh. Charge move. Oh. Invincibility phase. Oh, she summons homies. He's doing cross attacks now. As long as I don't get too close to where it's not too bad. Probably a little rougher for melee characters, though. I'm trying to use my shotgun as like an escape because it does push me back a bit. Okay. Okay, vacuum. Oh my god! That was all my blood. Holy shit. I'm not sure if I got hit by like a big AoE or... I think I missed something there. Might have missed a mechanic. Dang. It's literally the first time I fought that boss, so... I am learning alongside you. New Traveler. 2 new Travelers. New Memories. And I think these are just the ones we found already, so that gets added to the codex. So yeah, with all the levels we got... Yeah, you have to pay Stardust to unlock the additional slots. You don't just get them for free, but... you can unlock additional slots on your skill tree. Let's go see the other travelers we got. We got Ubar. He uses powerful magic to deal heavy damage from a distance. Like a boomerang orb. Oh, it gets meteors as an ult. Gain 1 stack of exotic matter when casting memory or using flicker. Your next basic attack consumes all stacks to create an explosion, dealing 125% damage, light damage per stack to enemies. Okay, flicker's the dodge. And then Vesper. He fights at close range, holding back enemies while dealing heavy damage. You think the guy with the big hammer is a close range fighter? Hold the cast key to focus sun's power into your hammer. Once fully charged, slam the ground to deal 100 to 350% fire damage to enemies and stun them for up to 1.5 seconds. While channeling, you can't move but become unstoppable and gain 60 armor. I'm assuming unstoppable is just super armor. Can't get stunned or whatever. Vesper blesses surrounding ground for 10 seconds, dealing 5% light damage to nearby enemies and granting allies 200% barrier that lasts for 4 seconds. Allies on blessed ground gain 18 armor and 20% attack speed. Vesper himself receives double effect and becomes unstoppable while under the effect. Okay, so consecrated ground. Increase maximum health by 80. Every 4th basic attack becomes a crit, knocking back enemies and stunning them for 1 second. When resolve hits an enemy... Oh, he gets lifesteal. It's not... Oh, no, it's not even lifesteal. It's just recovery on maximum health. So you're constantly healing as him. That's pretty good. That would actually... This would be probably really solid character for that... that one thing we found that drains HP for fire damage. Dodge... Gain a barrier for 1.5 seconds, dash forward. If you collide with an enemy, dash ends early, dealing 50% of your maximum health as damage to enemies and knocking them back. Wild, okay. They kind of just turn him into a battering ram. Interesting. Dash forward and thrust your saber towards the nearest enemy, triggers attack effects, and deals 200% damage to all enemies hit by the saber. Each time Astrid's Masterpiece triggers, reduces memory's cooldown by 0.5 seconds. What is Astrid's Masterpiece? Oh, that's her ultimate. Or passive, sorry. First 3 attacks against individual enemies deal 40% additional damage and grant Mist a barrier that fades over a second. Okay, so she gets barriers. Okay, this is her ultimate. Sets cooldowns of swift steps and Astrid's Masterpiece, deals 400% damage to nearby enemies, enters awoken state for 12 seconds. Awaken, deal 20% attack speed, and each attack triggers a lightning explosion, dealing 90% of ability damage to target and nearby enemies. Oh, cool! So she also gets a heal. And this guy's all range attacks. It seems like. Melee tank, melee attacker, range mage. What is medium? Oh, is that like difficulty to use? I'll try playing Mist, do some barriers, get some unlocks too. I believe the common stuff can be kept between characters, so like if I buy, you know, aggressive stance, that should be able to be used on other characters as well. What even are my options here? Attack damage, ability power, burn damage, attack. Okay, I gotta get higher mastery for that one. Gain gold at the start of your adventure. Begin your adventure with additional gold, but the gold price of merchant items is increased by 10%. Gain 400 gold and 400 dream dust when petting a cat. Those have got to be pretty rare. I don't think I've ever seen one. Bell's gift sells for dollars and increases by X amount every time you enter. Okay, so if you play well, you can hang on to this and get a lot of money later on, but if you drop below half health, it gets lost, so don't fuck up. Health potions grant a barrier. I feel like getting a max health upgrade is probably wise, just in general. So if I switch to a different character now... I should... yeah, there we go. So yeah, the common ones can all be bought by everyone. It's just the character specifics, those are locked to that character, so... I think the strat is probably going to be, unless I'm like really, really big on one specific character, I think the strat will probably be focus down commons and then kind of start going for the character specific stuff. Let's boost up attack damage then. That way everybody can use it. Ability power might be good too. Not a ton, but all we got. Boom. Total Traveler Mastery level of 50. Dailies. Oh, I see. You just get some bonus dust for doing stuff. And then banners. Oh yeah, here's the, like, nameplates and stuff. Shape of Dreams. Shape of Dreams. Wow, it's sparkly now. Survival is impossible. You get more Stardust for killing bosses, though. I'm assuming Ally Souls is for, like, when somebody goes down in multiplayer, you want to revive them. Alright, let's see. So this is... okay, so that's like a dash. And then this one I'm going to say, this is just like super mode, basically. Resets your dodge, resets your lunge. No. Okay, it's reset the cooldown on your dodge and your passive. So like if you want to pop even more barriers on a specific enemy and then also just become really, really buff for a bit. Alright. I'm assuming this place is safe. Like, this just shows where the hunters are going to start from. Spiders. Getting that barrier. Looks like it decays over time. Ah. I just have to remember her health regen is only during her ult, so I have to remember to pop that if I need some health back. Grants area barrier. Well, what if we had more barrier? Yeah, this is one of the percentage charge things I was talking about. I don't know if the cooldown stuff works with this, with like chargeable ults, because this isn't a timer. You can't just wait for that to recover, otherwise it'd be too busted. The meta would just become, alright, cool, we cleared the area, time to wait 30 seconds so we can start with ult in the next zone, you know. Yeah, looks like it charges up as you deal damage. Level up. It doesn't deal damage, no, it's just the barrier. Unless I get like a passive that lets it deal damage on cast. Pretty fast cooldown though. The only problem is it does look like barriers decay pretty quickly, so you can't just, you know, stock a Brazilian barriers and be completely safe. Yeah, looks like ults take a while to charge too, so you can't spam those. If we can get another attacking memory, that'd be nice. Final explosion. Sacrifice 40% of my maximum health to trigger a powerful explosion. But it's epic. If already dead or killed by the sacrifice, explosion damage is increased by 150%. So basically, thank you, I was about to say. You can actually fart so hard your balls explode. It feels ill-advised to use that, but at the same time, if I could get like a nice lifesteal memory, that would be very funny. Or a lifesteal passive. And try it once. I gotta try it. The cooldown time is dangerously fast on it. Actually, we got a good amount of health back. Barrio. It's a lot of damage. Oh, you know, I probably should pop my barrier before it goes off. I'm not sure if the damage actually comes out of your max health or if it is just out of, like, it just deals 40% of your maximum HP and damage, you know? Does that make sense? Let's see, what can I get for chaos? I probably do want some more health because that does help the healing. The problem is that this does scale up with max health, so... It says sacrifice, it doesn't say take it as damage, so I'm assuming it is just... you lose that percentage. God. The cooldown time could probably get really short on this. What does this upgrade to? Okay, it looks like leveling this up does not boost the healing, it's just the attack speed and damage, which is still good. I'm gonna buff Lunge. Actually, we could do another level up. Let's do our passive. So I was gonna say, I want to get Lunge, because that's kind of like my go-to. And every time my passive goes off, I get additional cooldown reduction on the lunge. Lunge reduction. Could I do... That might be a little risky. All elemental damage is inverted, and non-elemental damage is converted to a random element. Weird. Pot of Greed, what does that do? I think the explosion might be better on the other character who has the heal just on his passive attacks. He doesn't have to pop ult for it. I've accepted the challenge of greed. That sounds dangerous, but at the same time, lets me draw 2 cards. So, damage increases as enemy health decreases. I don't know if this counts as, like, the initial explosion obviously does, but I don't know if it counts the lightning explosions. I don't know. I'll just put on the lunge. As funny as final explosion would be, it is probably not something I want to stick to using too much. How far is the range on lunge? Not super far. Definitely seeing the difference between melee and range characters. You take a lot more hits by virtue of having to be closer. Oh, that was it. Thought there were going to be more dudes. Retrospection Remnant. Oh, cool. Next two attacks are faster and powered. The first attack deals 26 additional cold damage, grants you a barrier that lasts for 2 seconds. Second attack deals additional cold damage. Deals fire damage to the target. Target's already burning. Damage is increased and deals area damage. Hold to charge up static. When fully charged, detonate the static to deal light damage to enemies based on charge time, knocking them back, reducing their movement speed. I kind of want to try the frostbite. Now, we'll, as funny as it would be to have a final explosion build, I don't think we are in the right place for it right now. You know what? I'm gonna buy that. My ult is not charged, so I don't know if I'll be able to survive in case I take too much damage from the boss. Oh, right, this is the range phase. I feel like my damage output isn't quite as high, although I have, like, the defensive skill. Whereas the other character had all, like, attack skills dealing damage. So yeah, there's like a little AoE on the swipe that I gotta be careful of, I keep forgetting. I need that ult. I need that ult really bad. So just so many attacks are kind of like, you have to get away from him, otherwise you'll just take a ton of damage like the big bullet hell. Because the other character could kind of just hold back and fire some bullets and be fine. What do I want to upgrade here? I might do this one just because it is more barrier. Feels like that'll passively give me a lot of survivability just by virtue of getting more barrier. I don't have to worry as much about just taking random pokes here and there. Alright, hunters are coming out here. I feel like we're probably pretty good to just go like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, you know? Very scientific term, do-do-do-do-do. Oh, that's not a... I thought those were like the little crystal things I could destroy. Damage dealt by this memory to nearby enemies increased by 26. Delayed shockwave that deals cold damage and stuns them for 0.5 seconds. For each enemy hit with a shockwave, you gain 4 armor up to a maximum of 19. I'm assuming armor is just damage reduction. Armor lasts until you cast this memory again. I feel like chipped... The Essence of Confidence is probably the correct choice for lunge. What do we have here? Blocks down for enemies in front for 2.1 seconds. Each time damage is blocked deals 129 damage up to 4 enemies. Up to 4 enemies in front. There's Pew again. Do you want Repulsive Shield or Repulsive Shield? Yeah, I'm gonna buy the close range damage thing. Probably like yeah, that sounds good. Mario has been stopped. Oh, we're not done. Oh, big boy. It's ultimate time, I've decided. I feel like we're taking less, just kind of chip damage over time. Alright, let's see. Memory, haste, attack speed, or attack damage? Attack speed could be nice because it makes the lunge. Although it's only based on my passive, so it's only the first 3 attacks. Which does recover over time, but I can't make it go faster, you know? I think memory haste might be the right play here. Because that works for all these, and they generally have decently long cooldowns. I don't know if it works for the ultimate, though. Is there like a... Don't have a standard cooldown and can be only used when their charge reaches 100. Ultimate charges when Traveler deals or receives damage in this rate is affected by memory haste. Okay. Cooldown reduction is applied... Cooldown reduction effects applied to ultimates are converted at a rate of 1 second to 1%. Okay. So they do affect it, just in a different way. Area of fire. Oh, this is the Pillar of Flame that we got earlier. This could be good, actually. Because I feel like this, like the 1.5 second barrier... This would be better if I was in a group, I think. But as it is, it's just for me, and it's not even like a bonus effect for me specifically. It's just a 150 barrier, so like, I'm always generating barrier anyways, so I feel like having it pop at a specific time isn't quite as useful. Ah. I'm now paying for the pot of greed, huh? Is it safe to walk here? I'm assuming it's not. It looks like it is lava and will hurt me, but... Just because it also gives me, like, a nice kind of ranged option. Oh, I need to get out of there. Oh, I see. Their little bullets go in a circle. I thought they were aiming it at me or something. Nah, it just is there. Gotta take you back to the past. Attack damage. I'm gonna do level. Oh, you can only do 1 level, though. It's not bad, but I think I'd rather have the memory haste. Get more of that. Ability power could be good too, because most of my abilities go off of that. 60 max health is okay. Or I could have more memory haste. What are we at now? Is there a way to see... There we go. We're at 48% right now. Another 8% reduction. I should probably go for a little bit of extra power. So actually, this is kind of good because you get to fight multiple champions, which means you do get multiple good rewards. You just have to be able to fight 2 champions at the same time, which is a little scary. Chokto kawaii, as they say. Random rare memory or essence... Random epic memory or epic essence. Oh, I can just straight up buy dust. Actually, that might be good. I can go for 70 dust. Plus Shrine of Guidance, regular Shrine of Guidance. There's a well here. I think I'm going to swing down here, and then that way we'll have the most dust to pop in the well. Okay, this definitely hurts me. Still not 100% sure on whether I'm, like, huge on the frostbite thing right now. Maybe if there's, like, a character that has really powerful primaries, but doesn't get to use them that often, frostbite could be really good. Like, having 2 attack... It is a pretty fast cooldown, I guess. Like, it's a 4-second thing, so it's not too bad. Alright, what are you? Passing this memory releases delay... Oh, this is the armor one. This gonna be pretty alright on my lunge, actually. That way, when I jump in something, I can cause a stun. Or kind of a stun. And then, yeah, Blessed Shrines are free, so you can just pop them. You don't have to spend anything for them. Probably didn't need to pop ult there, but I decided, you know what, there's enough dudes. I'm worth it. Oh god, I keep stepping in the fire. Gonna swing wide around the lava because I really don't want to chance falling in a pot of greed. What does that do? I love accepting the challenge of greed. It never has downsides, ever. It's always good. Ice Shield... Grounds an ally with an Ice Shield, granting 80 barrier that lasts for 3 seconds when the barrier is destroyed. Deals 104 cold damage to nearby enemies and restores 37 health to the ally for each enemy hit. I think that might be a better change for Frostbite, honestly. Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder if it has to be popped by enemies, but no, it looks like it does just explode on its own, so... Shrine of Dismantling and a Shrine of Guidance, well... Problem is, now that I have the flame pillar, it's hard to tell between my fireballs and these guys' fireballs. Having a way to recover health without my ultimate is kind of nice, though. Although I'm assuming it has to be in combat. Oh, actually no, because it's for every enemy hit, so it would actually be like... I can't just spam it outside of a fight, you know? I wonder if it works on, like, the little hittable things. Let me test, actually. Does this work? Oh, it does, yeah. If you're really dedicated, you could individually farm every single, like, stabbed pickup thing and get a tiny amount of health. There was a rock there. There's a lemon behind that rock. We can do a Shrine of Dismantling. It's just a little bit of our blood. Okay, that was a lot more blood. I didn't realize it was going to go up in cost. Yeah, let's go to the well. Wait, no. Oh, I skipped the well. Why did I skip the well? I must have thought that was a shrine of guidance or something. Oh well. Debating if I want to spend it on the well, because, like... Probably should... Yeah, I'm gonna spend it. I took damage instantly and was like, yeah, no, I'm getting that well. Well. Yeah, this guy's like a pink health bar. I think it's just super armor, immune to statuses and stuff, so I can't stun. I think that buying the healing was the correct choice. Here. After a brief delay, strike the air with lightning, dealing 378 light damage and stunning them for 1 second. 50% chance to set enemies on fire. This is the frost sword we found earlier, and frostbite plus. It came back. I mean, I guess I just take whichever one's the most upgraded to dismantle. I'm liking the barrier, though. I like the ice shield. I'm just gonna take this. I think you get more for dismantling higher value stuff. More dust, so I think I shall do that. Oh, I could go here. But I think I will have to deal with hunters if I go back. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna risk it. Because we have 450 dust. We gotta do an upgrade. This flame pillar's doing work too. Also, the armor on our lunge is nice because it means we're taking even less just incidental damage, pokes from enemies and such. Yeah, it's working pretty well. Are we done? No. I want to kill enemies just because I've played Path of Exile before. I know now that they have pausing, it's not as big of a deal, but beforehand it was like, oh, you wanted to open your menu in the field when it's not completely safe? Cool, you're dead now. That is the exact second an elite is going to wake up from off-screen and kill you. I'm gonna take a little more max health. Actually do want to try and cheese this a little bit. Alright. Let's buff that up. Buff the alts. Pillar of Flame. I think we just kind of spread them out, get everything, you know? What are these again? Damage to nearby enemies is increased. Deals more damage as target's health decreases. Oh cool, this works for maximum armor on bosses. We can upgrade that. Help mitigate even more damage. And then... do another Pillar of Flame. Which we do. Let's do 2. Because, like, the recovery time on this is super fast. I mean, I kind of have to, so... Oh, do I have to do, like, a different area? Or is it just, like, survive for X amount of time until the game lets you out? I don't know, I think it's just kill the hunters. Yeah, just dudes that don't give you any rewards, so you don't want to do that unless you absolutely have to. But I think it was worth it to get a bunch of upgrades with Dust. Firebolt. Infernus. This is some deadlock. Ah! Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, this fight's getting a little loud. I can hear the sound effects clipping a little bit. He's immune. Oh, is there... Oh, there's mechanics! It's alright, I fought Ifrit before in FF14, I know how to deal with this, maybe. Oh yeah. Destroy pillars, he's no longer invincible. Can I just sneak behind him, actually? Does that work? Is that allowed? The only problem with the barrier explosion is that the radius is very small. Oh no, you have a channeled beam that you have to aim at me? That's so unfortunate for you. That's so unfortunate. Ah, no, he's invincible. Ha, just kidding, it's a prank, it's a joke, it's a joke. An older boy told me to do it, sir. Hello? Hello? Infernus' soul. Oh right, these are just upgrades. What if I just slap another... Nah, let's do my passive. Let's get a few more barriers. Fire stack amplification. Healing fire... Oh, this is a unique essence. Fire damage to an enemy with this memory inflicts internal flame curse for 5 seconds, while under eternal flame, any damage you deal applies 1 burn stack to the target. I guess we do have the filler of flame, so... Slap that on. Literally the only thing it works with, but... Seems like it should work pretty well because it hits multiple times. I don't think we need to heal. I want to get to a merchant, ideally one that's on the path. Out of guidance. Why does it say ... here? Hold on. I'm curious, but I also have to go back. I'm gonna check it out. I'm doing it. Actually, this would be a really good place for the ice barrier, because you recover... Like, there's tons of little guys, so you get lots of explosion procs. I think it's every enemy that you hit with the barrier explosion gives you a heal, so it's actually a good amount. Big beam! Colonel! There's a Paradox Remnant. How long have I been playing? Only like... I played for a few hours on the weekend, then I played a few more hours today, so not super long. Ignite, Black Arbalest. Lightning Strike, Static Discharge, Lightning Dance. Oh, you turn into like a little orb and zap between dudes. Frostbite is back again. When powered cast its enemy for the first time, it drops 4 meteors that deal 65 light damage each. 2 fireballs. Periodically fires a fireball at a random nearby enemy, dealing 42 fire damage. The higher the quality, the quicker it fires. Do I have to cast it for this, though? It doesn't say I have to cast it. I wonder if you could just get... Actually, no, because it combines... It auto-combines the same thing together. I was gonna say, what if I just slap one of these on all my memories, but... I don't like that would work. Flawed Essence of Blade. That could be nice, actually. Dealing light damage with any memory reduces this memory's cooldown by 5%. For ultimates, only 40% of the effect is applied. Cooldown reduction also applies to equipped essences. I don't have any light damage, is the problem. And then Essence of Contempt again. I'm kind of curious how this works. Because the wording seems to imply that it just fires fireballs randomly. So I don't have a ton of memories on my, or a ton of essences on my ultimate, so I might as well just do that. My memory haste at right now? I don't think I've buffed it up since last time. Let's get a little more. What was this like? Oh, that's just the Shrine of Guidance. We're good. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna go back though, because I don't want to spend too much time back here. Hopefully we'll find a merchant on the way. Over here we go like dun 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 dun. That sounds good. Charms of Greed is going to be a tough fight. You mean it's going to be a valuable fight? You mean I'm going to get lots of goodies for my troubles? I'm delusional. What? Why am I delusional? Okay, we're not done. Oh, here we go. I probably should be saving my ultimate, especially if I see it is a Pot of Greed level. It is time to reap the consequences of your actions. I probably should try and save ult for that. That wasn't too bad. Look, it's 2 free chaoses. Max health, ability, power, attack speed. Might get a little bit of attack speed. More memory haste. I'm not going to spec, like, super hard to attack speed, because this has a limitation. You know, you can only pop it every 3 seconds. It just lets us get a little bit closer to that, that cap. Oh, wait. What did I forget? Oh, there's a thing here. Fires arrows uncast. I'll put it on this, I guess. I need to get out of the habit of trying to, like, save my casts for when they really matter, because generally they recover fast enough now at this point. I don't have to hoard them too much, you know? Hunt threat. Oh, I see, so I just noticed that now. So I guess there is kind of a penalty. You can't just constantly be poking into the hunter zones without getting worse and worse repercussions for your actions. I'm sure there's like a super boss if you get to 5 wanted level. Oh no, I know the mini-map has dots, I just didn't realize there were any more in that. I wasn't paying attention. I don't want pew. No pew for me, thanks. I gotta find the Dream Teller, whatever they're called. Because, like, these guys are slightly bigger. But, like, I don't really have to hoard ability cast with the exception of my ultimate too much. They're dying pretty quick. What would give me that idea? Oh, I don't know, just every roguelike ever having a time mechanic and something that either instantly kills you or otherwise gives you a very difficult fight for doing so. Just a hunch. Just literally from a fucking net hack. If you stole from a shop and got away, like, you didn't actually get away with it because you would constantly have dudes being aware of the fact that you stole from them. Global dungeon-wide consequences. I think if I press Q and they're not in range, it doesn't actually cast. Like, if I try to cast it too far away, it doesn't waste it. Or maybe it does. Oh, I see. It tries to walk me there to do it first. Got it. So it will try and move me in position just because I'm using WSAD controls. It cancels the attack move. Oh, cool, merchant. Beautiful. I have a lot of money. Let's go spend that money. Yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Do you want to take the Kecleon challenge? I don't. Damage dealt by this memory is increased by 11% and converted to fire damage. Your fire damage over time is increased by 37%. What does this one do again? I feel like this is probably a nice little match for this, actually. Because this causes burn, which is fire damage over time, so I think I just want to buy that and slap that on. Because it's already fire damage, I'm converting the fire damage to fire damage. Blood Essence of Blade. I can power up the Essence of Confidence, too. What is this? Bone Crusher. Become unstoppable and dash forward until hitting a wall. Deal ability damage to enemies and drag them along. Okay, so this is like your Reinhardt charge. And a barrier equal to 16% of your max health disappears 1 second after the dash ends. 2+. Next attack deals 414 damage over 1.5 seconds, reduces target's movement speed by 70%. I feel like it's not so much enemy move speed that's the problem, it's more just their attacks. Yeah, I'll just double stack this, honestly. Nice damage chunk. Should I buy this? Maybe I'll grab Flawed Essence of the Blade, too, and slap it on the Fire Pillar for now. We could definitely do a poke out here. I'm wondering if there's any more memories or, like, essences that do the auto-fire thing. I wonder if you could potentially do a build that you just never have to interact with the game beyond just moving around, you know? Flame Jet. What is this? Stream of Flames. Let me test this. Okay, you can move. Oh, this is like the flamethrower that the other boss had. I think I want to keep the ice shield. Risk of Rain. Yeah, if you had enough stacks of barbed wire, you could do that. You just your barbed wire death aura became so big that it just covered the entire screen. A little bit of ability power. Oh, I didn't mean to pop my ult. Oh well. We're here now. I meant to press E instead of R. I'm not a good MOBA gamer. Nope. That's being a bit of a stinker. Attack damage. Ooh, 220 max health. Gonna take you back to the past. I feel like for a purple reward, only one level is a little... Like, I guess if you're much, much later in your run, and your upgrades are now, like, you know, 200, 300 dust or whatever, it might be better, but I think I just want to take more max health. Yeah, I don't need the Shrine of Guidance. The problem is I was doing fine with this fight until the last bit where she did the vacuum move. That kind of turbo murdered me. Oh, it's got a wide radius, though. Yeah, Gun Lizard's pretty cool. I gotta try more of them, though. She's immune again, so I think this is where she did the big suck. Where after this phase, it was like, yeah, here it is. So it does big vacuums. Okay, yeah, it was just because I was too close. You can't get close to her, otherwise you die, or just take a lot of damage. I get it now. Chivo. One soul, please. Buff up that barrier. Kinda wish the starter just auto-collected, though. Rather than having to touch every single orb individually. Just give it to me all in one stack, or better yet, just have it zoop in my inventory. Alright, hunters are there. Might be worth the trip to the well. I could do something cheeky, like go da-da-da-da-da-da, like across this way. Oh god, I love when the sound clips. Like, there's just so much shit going on. What? Sorry, can't hear you. Everything's exploding. Huh? Okay. And thank you for touching the follow button and taking Nightbot's suggestion. It's actually my suggestion. I told it to do that. Whoop. Fire stacks. Praise the sun. When this memory restores health or grants a barrier to an ally, their movement speed and attack speed increase by 12% for 2 seconds. The effect is reduced by 50% when applied to yourself. Bummer. I mean, I guess this works pretty well with a barrier, though, because it is restoring health. This one doesn't give me a barrier now. It's just, it's a shame I couldn't put it on my passive. That would be way too busted. I feel like attack damage is not really doing... Like, it's mostly just the stuff on hit that's working for us. So I think I'm just going to take more memory haste. What are we at now? 87? We've almost halved our cooldowns. Okay, this just lets you teleport between areas. Not that I have to do this, but... Oh, Essence of Love, though, unfortunately... Oh no, it's when it restores health and grants a barrier, so if the barrier pops afterwards, then it also increases a second time. Okay. So this is kind of like a passive buff, then. Buff up our little fireball shooter a little bit. Oh, this increases the number of times it triggers, too, based on quality. Fire damage over time is increased by more. That sounds good, because we're already dealing a lot of damage over time with fire. A little bit more armor from that would be good, I think. Contempt is mostly just kind of there. I think we're not really so much doing this for the damage as all the on-hit effects that are happening. Might put another point of this, because you get 5% attack speed buff every time you level it up. Oh, I should actually be buffing the unique memory. I forgot I got that too. Let's do a couple of those. Alright. We're looking pretty good. I'm gonna say that and then get one-shot by something that I am not ready for. Alright, so we'll go to the merchant. What do you got? Oh, I can get charges on stuff, huh? There's my fireball. I might grab that and buff it up. 5 falling stars on nearby random enemies. BK Starstorm. Pressure point. Teal blade. How much is 5? Oh, we could do both of these, actually. I kind of want to... I might trade out the Contempt Essence on this one to get the Virtue charge so I can get more... Or maybe, Pillar of Flame would be really good too, but... We do have some nice stuff on it. Okay, I definitely want to power this up though. I like the random fireballs popping out. Because this one reduces cooldown when I hit enemies, like, passively, so... I think I want to put... I'm just putting it there so I can trade them out. I think I want to put this out of there. Because I think Essence of the Blade is fine on Trembling Lunge, because it can't trigger on the same enemy more than... once every 2 seconds, so like this might get 1 extra proc on it maybe with the pillar on like the very last puff of fire that comes out, but I think I do want the charge there. Yeah, I want Virtue. Multiple charges on it would be nice. I wonder if I can stack these, like, on top of each other. I need to test something. I need to see if I can cast multiple at the same time. Okay, yeah, looks like they are active. Cool. And then... Yeah, that's fine there. Contempt is... Honestly, Contempt is probably fine on the ult. Ice Shield, I'm not really doing it for damage, it's more just for the passive stuff, for barrier and all that. Cool. 2 charges on my Q. Nothing wrong with that. Oh my god. You're gonna hear a lot of the sound clipping, though. Thankfully, I lowered the volume, but still, it is very funny. God. Hold on, I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel. What? Huh? Can I do any more upgrades? I mean, we gotta make it more powerful now, right? Yeah, I'm liking this setup. They said this character was hard to play, but I think I'm doing the best with her so far. Smells like lizard. Let's go forward, actually, because I don't have a ton of resources to play with. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at those fire ticks. That was like 1,200 damage and just residual damage after I popped it. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. Oh, I tried to do the ice shield heal strat, but I popped it just by things happening. Merchant. I can't imagine I can afford anything good here, but we'll see, actually. Memory's healing is increased by 30. Actually, that could be nice for the shield. Or I could upgrade the flawed essence of confidence. Ricochet. She seems pretty good. I will say that. Like, it feels like the starting is probably the hardest part for her, but once you get some nice stuff going... Yeah, I think I'll slap Essence of Guidance on the shield just to get a little bit of extra healing. A little bit more. Doom! This recovers so fast now, having charges on it is bonkers. Oh, this is the, you get a free upgrade, but it has a chance to destroy your shit. Or you get cheaper upgrades, I think, because the first one is free and then it starts costing money, but it's cheaper than, spending it normally. I'm absolutely not going to risk any more past one, because I really don't want to ruin any of these, but... I mean, a freebie is always welcome. Warning, there is a 0% chance this memory will be destroyed. Oh, actually, this is lowering the cooldown on it. 2.5 to 1.8 seconds. I'm going to take that, actually. Yeah, no, I'm not going to risk any more. God, could you imagine destroying your passive? That would suck so much. Ah, damn. Jumped right as I popped it. Oh, big! God, like, yeah, even the pink health bar guys, they just melt even though they're immune to statuses, I think. Or at least they're immune while the barrier is up. Just by how much damage over time I'm doing with the fire. Like, I haven't even had to use my ult in the longest time. Oh, right, because I have my little fireball shooting now, okay. I kind of ruined my pop of the resource crystal strat a little bit. It's fine. Powerful monster can be felt here. I want to pop ult actually and see like how long it'll take to recover, because we have a lot of memory haste now. I can't move it. I'm in a weird spot. Oh no, I've had it pop on the 8% before. Like, it has destroyed my stuff on the 8% before, and I learned very quickly. Thankfully that was, you know, not a very great run, but Just imagine you're deep into a run, you like, this run I pop my passive, no more barriers for me. Wouldn't be fun. I think at this point we're kind of getting okay with memory haste, like... I think a little bit more ability power would be better. More dust, please. Alright, if I swing around here, I'm almost certainly gonna have to deal with hunters, so... I don't know if they can detect the boss space, actually. I'm not gonna risk it. Whee! As wreck. Alright, that's Chiba. Oh, are you summoning homies? That's unfortunate. Oh, I dodged into that one. Real smart. Real great job of me. These are some weird-ass patterns. Okay, I'm gonna pop ult now. Okay. That boss, not especially threatening, as it turns out when you have this many things going on. You kind of just melt dudes. 1 point. I feel like the cooldowns are getting, like, significantly shorter on some of these, though. That was, like, 1.8 to 1.1 seconds. Oh, we have 2 portals now. Which one is this? Somewhere deeper. Rift of Beginnings. Is this, like, looping versus ending the run? Legendary Essence. Your attacks ricochet to deal 109 fire damage to nearby enemy. For each nearby enemy engulfed in flames, this memory's damage and healing are increased by 11% and its cooldown is reduced by 11%. Oh, that would have been stupid. I could sell stuff, actually. I could try and... I mean, I gotta do that, right? I gotta buy that. Let's see, so I need 896. So I need $435. I'm gonna sell Shift Essence of Contempt. The sharpness is just kind of there. This is not quite enough, unfortunately. I need to sell something else if I want to sell the Confidence Shard. Because I want to keep the Aftershock. The Shockwave and Armor is really nice. Definitely not selling the Eternal Flame. Essence of Virtue is also fantastic for that, so I don't want to get rid of that. Essence of Love isn't really, like... It's okay, I guess, but... I feel like it's not really, like, been a game changer. I want to keep this. I want to keep the healing. The arrows, I could probably be fine without that, because it's only, like, it's not even really high level, so... And then this I can trade off to, I don't know. Actually, I wonder if this, if I put this on a different memory, if I put it on a different skill, does it still give me that fire damage over time increase? Because it says burn it. I think it would work. I think it's just a global stat. I think this is the plan here, so I'm gonna do that. You can go live over here. And then I buy this. Okay, yeah, burn damage is 250 now, so this is just a global bonus regardless of what memory you slap it on. It's just for the damage specifically is what it cares about. So this is gonna do probably a lot of damage. Alright, Altar of Transcendence. What do I want to transcend? Oh, replaces it with a random thing. Okay, maybe I don't want to pop that. Yeah, I don't think I want to touch my stuff. I think I'm good. Rating this does not change the damage over time stats. Getting this down to 0.5 seconds is probably very strong. And then it doesn't go any further than that. Okay, so there is a cap. You can't just have permanent barrier. Still, 0.5 seconds is really nice. What's the quality on these ones? 230. I think we spread these out for more multipliers on my queue. Oh cool, we get a blessed shrine here. Oop, there we go. Oh. Oh, I thought it was like a shrine or something. Hello? Is that good? That's probably good, right? Yeah, this is usually good. Oh, that's Primus. That's the guy from the intro. That's Mr. Man. Oh my god. The damage output coming out right now is a little bonkers. Can't see shit capping. Oh god, he's actually killing me a little bit though. Okay, still got a health bar, so I don't think he's dead. Oh, we're doing a Bowser situation here with the arena? Alright. Let's get some health back, huh? Oh, jeez. Okay, he can actually track this. This is a problem for me. It's not like the first boss where the little flamethrower just kind of goes very slowly in a circle around him. Just some dude with 3 health bars. It's fine. Dudes just have this. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Alright, man. Ugh. Still immune. Could you stop being immune? Please stop being immune? Okay. He's immune again. I feel like a mobile player, I'm pressing every button on my keyboard right now. Oh, oh. Okay, that just hits you. Oh, come on. Okay, that's a kill. That's a kill, right? He died after the buzzer. That's a kill, right? What if I just wait here? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Did we take those? Did we take those? Are we good? I don't think we take those. Damn. I think if it weren't for the fact that I walked into, like, every single one of his attacks, because I've never actually fought him before, I would have actually been fine there. Unless that did in fact count, unless I count dot after buzzer. Where's my achievement for killing the final boss? Was that the final boss? I'm assuming it was. That guy seemed pretty final bossy. I don't think that counted. Wasn't there one for, like, beating the... Oh, no, it's... I don't know if that counted. I genuinely don't know. Recent patch note said the sort of thing was bug fixed to revive you if you die and then he dies to a dot. I don't know. I think in this case, because he was dead, like, long before the finishing... Or I was dead long before the finishing blow happened. I think in this case it probably didn't go off. I'm just assuming for, like, the very last hit when he dies and then maybe there's, like, a dot on you afterwards, it doesn't count it. How many have I? 3 to 21. Got a good chunk. I'm counting that as a moral victory. Are you gonna emotes? Oh, these are like little pop. I didn't realize there was an emote wheel. That makes sense. It's a multiplayer game. Cool exit. Cool entrance. Yeah, I'm assuming there's like... Actually, I think I saw... Wasn't there like a customization option for individual characters as well? I don't even know what these are. Yeah, visit 12 rooms occupied by hunters in a single adventure. Gee, I wonder if there could be a thing for fighting hunters too much. Is there like a run history? I want to see if there is a way to see like... extras? Okay, it doesn't say any victories, so I don't think that actually did count. I'm willing to concede that damage over time that took like an extra 10 seconds to resolve doesn't count as a win. Oh yeah, souvenirs. You know, you can get cool sunglasses. And banners. Artifacts, I'm assuming these are just like the lore that you can get with the merchant stuff. You've been robbed. I mean, considering I barely have like any of the meta upgrade stuff going on, considering I'm like just shy of base stats, I think I did pretty okay. I think it's good that like you can kind of see you don't necessarily need all this stuff unlocked. It just makes it easier, at least until I'm sure this game has like a scaling difficulty thing where you can pump up the difficulty in exchange for more goodies. Just didn't enter the gate, yeah. It is what it is. I'm not too bothered about it. Because yeah, I didn't have like any of the meta upgrades with the exception of like a little bit of extra health and a little bit of extra damage. So what do these guys need? I was just healing. Movement speed above 900 for 3 seconds. Defeat Demon of the Forest 12 times. Breathe life into the wooden doll. That sounds like a weird side mission that I have to do. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I think I'll call it there, though, because if I start another run, it'll probably be another at least, like, 40 minutes. And I gotta get going soonish, so I will call it there. Thanks for hanging out, gamers. Yeah, it's a very 2 hours kind of game. I could see myself playing this with some pals, just doing a couple runs, and then, oops, it's now 3 a.m. Oops. Have a good one, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to do FF12 or MGS5 or maybe something else. I don't know. I have not decided. I'll figure it out then. Have a good one.